When people think about aging, they often imagine slowing down, losing strength, or not being able to do the simple things they used to enjoy. But here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to mean weakness or dependence. There is one exercise that every senior can do daily to maintain independence, build confidence, and stay strong. And the best part? It doesn't require equipment. It doesn't take more than a couple of minutes, and you already know how to do it. It's called the chair squat, also known as the sit to stand. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "That sounds too simple," let me explain why this move is so powerful. Every single day, you stand up and sit down dozens of times without realizing it. You get out of bed in the morning. You rise from the couch. You stand up after a meal. You get out of your car. You use the bathroom. You reach for something in the kitchen. All of these actions require your legs, your balance, and your core to work together. The chair squat is just a way of practicing and strengthening the exact movement that keeps you independent in daily life. Think about it like this. The ability to stand up from a chair on your own is one of the biggest predictors of independence in older adults. It's not about being able to run a marathon, lift heavy weights, or do extreme workouts. It's about being able to live life on your own terms without needing help for the basics. And that is exactly what this exercise trains. So let's talk about how it works. The chair squat looks just like what the name suggests. You sit down on a chair, preferably one that is stable and doesn't move. Place your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest tall and your back straight. Then, without using your hands, lean forward slightly. Press your heels into the ground and stand up. Once you're fully standing, slowly lower yourself back down into the chair with control. That's one repetition. Now, if you're thinking, "That sounds too difficult," don't worry. You can start by using the armrests or placing your hands on your thighs to give yourself support. Over time, as you get stronger, you'll notice that you rely less and less on your arms and more on your legs. The goal is to eventually stand up and sit down using only your lower body. But if you're just starting out, it's completely okay to modify the movement. What matters most is consistency. Here's why this move is so important. It strengthens the major muscles in your legs, your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. These are the muscles that allow you to climb stairs, walk confidently, and prevent falls. It also activates your core muscles, the ones that stabilize your spine and help you maintain balance. Without realizing it, every time you perform this move, you're training your body to work as a unit. And when your body moves as a unit, you not only build strength, but also coordination and stability. Imagine this. A senior who practices chair squats daily finds it easier to get out of bed, easier to pick something up off the floor, and easier to rise after sitting for long periods. Compare that to someone who doesn't train this movement. Over time, the muscles weaken, standing up becomes harder, and dependence on others increases. The difference between those two paths often comes down to this one exercise. Another benefit of the chair squat is that it doesn't require expensive equipment or a gym membership. All you need is a chair. You can do it in your living room, in your kitchen, even outdoors on a park bench. That makes it accessible to everyone. And because it's a low-impact movement, it's safe for most people, even those who may have joint concerns. The key is to move slowly, with control, and listen to your body. But let's go deeper. Did you know that your ability to perform sit-to-stand movements is actually linked to your overall health and longevity? Research has shown that seniors who can stand up from a chair without using their arms tend to have better mobility, fewer health issues, and a lower risk of falls. This is because the chair squat tests not just your strength, but also your balance, coordination, and endurance. It's a full body skill disguised as a simple move. Let me share a story to make this real. I once knew a man in his 70s who had lived a fairly sedentary life. He didn't exercise much, and over time, he started to notice that standing up from his favorite recliner was getting harder. At first, he brushed it off as aging, but soon he needed his wife's help to get up. That loss of independence was frustrating for him. His doctor recommended starting small, with daily sit-to-stand exercises. At first, he could only manage 3 before he was exhausted, but he stayed consistent, adding just 1 more rep each week. Within months, he could do 15 in a row without using his hands. And you know what? He didn't need his wife's help anymore. He could stand up on his own, proudly and confidently. That's the power of this exercise. It's also worth noting that chair squats are not just about the body. They're also about the mind. Each time you practice them, you reinforce a sense of confidence. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that you can move, that you are not helpless. For seniors, that mental reassurance is just as important as the physical benefits. Because once you believe you can do something, you're far more likely to stay active, engaged, and independent. Now, let's talk about how to build this into your routine. I recommend starting with 5 chair squats a day. That's it. Just 5. Do them slowly, do them with intention, and focus on quality over quantity. Once 5 feels easy, move up to 7, then 10. Over time, you'll notice your stamina improving. And here's the good news. You don't need to do them all at once. You can sprinkle them throughout your day. Do 2 in the morning when you get out of bed, 2 in the afternoon, and a few before dinner. Small efforts add up to big changes. You may be wondering, what if I already walk every day? Isn't that enough? Walking is fantastic for cardiovascular health, but it doesn't build strength in quite the same way. Walking mostly uses endurance, while the chair squat directly strengthens the muscles you need to rise, lift, and stabilize yourself. Think of walking as maintaining your engine, and the chair squat as keeping your frame and wheels strong. Both are important, but they serve different purposes. Some seniors also worry about knee pain. If that's you, don't give up. Adjust your stance. Place your feet a little wider. Sit back more into your hips and move slowly. The more control you have, the less strain on your joints. And remember, it's not about how many you do. It's about doing them consistently and safely. If pain persists, consult with your doctor or a physical therapist. But for most people, the move is not only safe, but actually helps strengthen the knees over time. Now here's something else that might surprise you. The chair squat can actually improve your balance and prevent falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors. But by strengthening your legs and your core, and by practicing the act of standing up with control, you drastically reduce that risk. You train your body to stabilize itself, which means when you're out in the real world, walking on uneven ground, climbing stairs, or reaching for something overhead, your body is ready to support you. I also encourage you to treat this move as a daily ritual, not just an exercise. Maybe you do it after brushing your teeth in the morning, or before watching your favorite show in the evening. Tie it to a habit you already have, so it becomes automatic. The easier it is to remember, the more consistent you'll be. Let's look at the bigger picture. When you practice the chair squat daily, you're not just exercising, you're training for life. You're preparing your body to keep doing the things you love. Maybe that's gardening, playing with your grandchildren, traveling, or simply enjoying your home without needing assistance. Every rep is an investment in your future self. And here's the motivation. It's never too late to start. Even if you feel weak now, even if you've been inactive for years, the body has an incredible ability to adapt. Muscles respond to training at any age. That's the beauty of it. You can build strength, improve balance, and increase confidence starting today, no matter your age. So let's recap. The chair squat is simple, accessible, and effective. It builds leg strength, improves balance, boosts independence, and gives you confidence. It requires no special equipment and only a few minutes a day. If there's one exercise every senior should do daily, this is it. I want you to make a commitment today. Push back your chair, place your feet firmly on the ground, and try one right now. Just one. Feel your body move. Feel your muscles engage, and know that this small action is a step toward a stronger, healthier you. Then tomorrow, do it again, and the day after that, again. Before you know it, you'll be stronger, steadier, and more independent. The chair squat is not just an exercise. It's a reminder that strength is built one step at a time. And you, no matter your age, have the power to build it. So here's your challenge. Start today, stay consistent, and watch how your life transforms. Because independence, strength, and confidence aren't just for the young. They are for anyone willing to take action. And that includes you.